Hey all, Tim here. What's up everybody? Hope wherever you're at, you're doing awesome and killing it. Thanks so much for tuning in. So, the title for this shoot is How to Create Epic Beliefs. And I don't know about you, but all through my life, I've heard a message that kept getting fed to me time and time and time again. And on the surface, it seemed to be really pretty simplistic, but nobody ever taught me how to do it. And that is how to believe. And not only how to believe, but what to believe, and how to create a belief system that works in your favor and not one that works against you. And so many times you turn on the TV and you hear sports folks saying, all we have to do is believe. Or you turn on motivational posts and motivational speakers and they say, you just got to believe in yourself, right? You got to have that self-belief and that will drive you forward. And all that's true. But a lot of times we throw it out from a semantical standpoint and we don't teach people how to actually believe. We don't teach people how to create a dynamic, epic belief system that will actually work in their favor and help to propel them forward, because we all have belief systems and they get created whether we know it or not. And they can either be empowering or they can be disempowering. And many times we have beliefs that actually conflict and compete against each other, and that's why we find ourselves running in circles and not going anywhere. So for the next couple weeks, I want to unpack this thing called belief. I want to talk about what belief is and what a belief is, and how beliefs affect us, both to the good and to the bad, and how to figure out what your beliefs are, and which ones are helping you and empowering you, and which ones are disempowering you and destroying you, and then talk about how to change those. So over the next several weeks, 4, 5, 6 weeks potentially, we're going to unpack this thing called belief, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to look at it from the inside and the outside, and by the time we're done, you're going to know what beliefs are, why they matter, which of your beliefs empower you, which disempower you, how to create empowering beliefs, and not only enhance the beliefs that are working in your favor, but also how to dismantle the beliefs that are hurting you, and how to really put in place a structure that will allow you to do exactly what they're talking about in TV. When they say believe, you're going to know exactly what they mean. You're going to know how to do it. You're going to be able to put it to work in your life, and it will produce results for you. So I want to leave you just with one thought today, and that is, when people talk about beliefs, what is belief? What is a belief? And for our purposes, a belief is simply an idea. That's it. Now, that seems to be pretty simplistic, and that's true. And a belief is actually an idea on steroids, or an idea on crack. It is an idea that somewhere along the way you have decided or accepted is true for you. And because you've accepted that it's true, and you've continued to live in that space and practice it and reinforce it, it has become true for you. So they can be things that are really good, or they can be things that are really not good. And the interesting thing about beliefs is they don't even need to necessarily be based on fact. There are things that we can believe that are totally false, but because we believe them and we accept them as being true, they're true for us. So that can work to the good in the sense that we can implant artificial beliefs in ourselves, and we can literally work our way to the place where they do in fact become true for us. But likewise, we can implant ideas in our lives, in our minds, in our psyche, in our emotions that actually work against us, hurt us, and can become true if we continue to practice them. So what ideas do you accept as being true for you? So over the next week, I want you to think about, what things in my life have I accepted as being true for me? No matter how big they may seem, no matter how grandiose they may seem, and I don't care if you were taught them when you were a little kid or if you just picked them up a couple weeks ago, what ideas have you accepted as being true? And are those ideas helping you get what you want? Are they moving you closer to where you want to go, who you want to be, and what you want to do? Or are they moving you away from it and taking you to a place where you don't want to be? Because if they're moving you to where you want to go, awesome, we want to enhance that. We want to throw gas on that fire, make it work. If they're keeping you from where you want to go, we're going to tear them apart, and we're going to put in place a new set of beliefs that are going to help you get there. So for today's purposes, a belief is simply an idea, and it's an idea that you've accepted as being true. And your homework is to think about, what are those ideas that you've accepted as being true and that affect you today? And we're going to unpack that over the next couple weeks, and you're going to find out that of all the things we talk about, this may potentially be the most powerful. So, how to create epic beliefs. Session 1 is, what is a belief? A belief is an idea that we've accepted as being true for us. And because we've accepted it as being true, it actually becomes true. Next week, we're going to get into more detail on beliefs and why they're important. And from there, this content is just going to skyrocket us and take us to an awesome place where you're going to actually be able to chart your future based on constructing beliefs that work for you and dismantling the beliefs that don't, and become sensitized to this whole thing regarding belief and how it's affected you your entire life, and maybe you just haven't realized it, but you're going to realize it now, and it will make a change for you. So Tim from the LB wishing you an awesome day. Think about what are the things that you've accepted as being true because they are your beliefs, and get ready because we're going to go on an awesomely wild ride over the next couple weeks. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.